everyone. Lighters Media would like to take this opportunity to congratulate PCTV on the occasion of your 1-year anniversary. It's been an awesome moment working with you all to bring this dream into a reality. We are exceptionally thrilled at how far you have come within this short time. We continue to wish you great success in the years ahead, and we look forward to seeing what the future definitely holds for your station and all your sponsors. Once again, congratulations and happy anniversary.
PCTV, it is 1 year. Hooray! I want to thank God for His goodness, for His grace, and for His mercies. Thanking PCTV for all they've done for Benbeni Travel. PCTV has taken Benbeni to another level. So as we celebrate 1 year, I want to say a big thank you to the Apostle Venice and the whole team at PCTV. We appreciate you all for the good works. God bless you all. Happy anniversary. Happy anniversary.
Priscilla Amagezi, CEO of Prissy Logistics. I wish PCTV a happy 1 year anniversary. Please subscribe to PCTV on Facebook, PCTV Twitter, PCTV on TikTok, and your life will never be the same. He is God. He can do all things. Bye-bye.
Decovers has never regretted joining PCTV. It's been so impactful and inspiring. Like, share and subscribe, and your business will grow from glory to glory. PCTV, Ayiko, bravo. Decovers, say it all with flowers. Thank you.
Hi everyone, Promise TV is a year old. Hooray!
We are celebrating a year's anniversary full of educative programs, spiritual songs, inspirational words, and great concern for the health and welfare of both viewers and sponsors to this TV, and it shows.
E-Fashion wishes you a prosperous anniversary and more wonderful seasons and moments in the years to come. Yedamwasi.
Nyami Shramo.
Hi, this is Ken, CEO for Ken Lee Company Limited. I wish all the PCTV happy 1 year anniversary. Special goes to my mom, Miss Benny Ajima Prempe. May God bless you. Your dreams come true.
Hello, beautiful people of God. My name is Mr. Bright Zobi. I wish PCTV a very happy 1 year anniversary celebration. I want to use this opportunity to say a big thank you to God Almighty for His faithfulness and kindness over this 1 year period. Apostle Mrs. Ajimai Prempe, God bless you and the entire PCTV media team for availing yourself for God to use in this end time. To the general public, I urge you that you like, subscribe, and share the PCTV channel, and your life will never be the same. He is God. He can do all things. Fire here, fire there, fire everywhere. God bless you.
This program is proudly sponsored by Benbeni Travel and Consult for your passport, visa, and other genuine traveling documentation. Locate Benbeni Travel and Consult at Osuforiko Mall. Contact Benbeni on 0244 362 445. Are you looking for the best engineering company for any kind of automation works like roofing and block making machines, construction and batching plants? and many more. Then, free-up automation is your best option. Locate us at Amasaman at Jen Kotoku. Call Free-up Automation Limited on 050-493-9395. For all your Casapreco products, drinks, and water, find MCO Enterprise at Tema Community 2 near Wasaman Chop Bar and Dowenya. Reach out to MCO Enterprise on 0244-324-883 for all your media works, video coverage, media setup, graphics, sound, and many more. Contact Lightest Multimedia on 054-817-9863. Are you in need of logistical services like import and export, freight management, and many more? Then contact Priest Logistics on 0246-658-161 or 0244-777-276. Priest Logistics is located at Captain House, Tema Community 5, Room 3, behind Hanch Catering Services. Kenley Company buys and sells used and new office chairs, kitchen sets, drawers, and many more. Locate Kenley Company opposite Tema Stadium at Tema Community 1, opposite Tema Stadium, or call 0244-219-633 or 054-514-7679. Reps Household Limited. We provide cash and credit sale of all gadgets like TV sets, rice cooker, home theater, and all kind of gadgets. Contact Reps Household on 0243-817-535 or 054-609-0403. For all your kids and unisex African wears and etc. Contact eFashion and Boutique on 0244-084-240 or 0245-791-365. Locate eFashion off the Tema Community 1 Road, adjacent the police station. eFashion, home of African designs. Decovas Enterprise provides services like wedding decor, wrapping, funeral decor, floral arrangements, and many more. Locate Decovas Enterprise at Tema Community 2, opposite the post office. Contact 0244-260080 or 0243-602-2021. Decovas Enterprise. Say it all with flowers. Do you have a dream of helping the kingdom business and sending salvation to the doorsteps of people? Abba Partners is here for you. Join Abba Partners now and together win souls for Christ. Call 0243-804-676 to be a partner now. Join Promised Land Faith Ministries International every Monday, 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. for Bible study. Log on to Promised Land Faith Ministries International on Facebook to join for a divine prophetic encounter. Join our Faith Hour service every Wednesday, 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. and on Friday, Manifestation Half Night, 7 p.m. Promised Land Faith Ministries International holds 2 services on Sunday, 8 a.m. to 12 noon at Faith Temple, Tema Community 1 and 6:30 p.m. at Atadeka Branch, 40 Rooms, Coco Junction. Remember that we bring you a 3-day power-packed conference every last weekend of the month. Friday, Dominion all night at 9 p.m. Saturday, prayer and deliverance session. Sunday, victory service. He is God. He can do all things.
Hello, lovely viewers. You are welcome to Health Talk Show, and this is 2025. So let me take this opportunity and wish us all a happy new year. I believe you enjoyed your Christmas break so well and in good health. You are welcome to the show. This is the first edition of Health Talk Show in 2025, and we are excited to host you here. My name is Abigail Kwe, and I'm your host for the show tonight. So Health Talk Show is one of the programs on PCTV. This is Promise City TV, and Promise City TV is one of the channels that you don't want to move away from. Throughout the week, we have programs lined up to help you in your spiritual growth, and with the Health Talk Show also on your health issues. So stay tuned with us, and I'd like you to do one thing for me. This is the first edition, so kindly look at the share button, click on it, share with family and friends, call them on board. Today is a very interesting topic we're going to have a discussion on. It's about an issue that we faced in the country just a few weeks ago, and we need to learn about it. My guest here has been informing me that it has to do with education. So you don't want to be the only one benefiting from it. So kindly share for me and then send in your comments as well. We'll be glad to hear from you. Just put in there, He is God, and I'll definitely respond. He can do all things. I'm glad to have you on the show. So PCTV, as I said earlier, is Promise City TV, and it's birthed from Promised Land Faith Ministries. Promised Land Faith Ministries. There's a growing ministry which has the senior overseer, the overseer and the founder, in the person of Apostle Mrs. Bernice Ajimai Prempe. I have to take my time to mention her name so well. So, Mommy, first of all, I salute you and honor you so much. Thank you for this opportunity. PCTV Health Talk Show has been a blessing to so many of us, and thank you that you are allowing this program to continue to run. We cannot honor our mom and leave our dad out. So, Papa, I salute you too, Mr. Benjamin Ajiman Prempe. Without you, this program too wouldn't have been successful. So we thank you so much for your support for our mom and then supporting this ministry as well. Thank you, and God richly, richly bless you. So Promised Land Faith Ministries has 3 temples. First is Faith Temple, which is located at Tema Community 1 behind the Goyle Filling Station. And then the second temple is the Victory Temple, which is at Doyum of the Shire Hills Akosombo Road. So that's where you find the Victory Temple. Sorry, the Dominion Temple. And then the third one is Victory Temple, which is located at Ashiama Atadika. So all these 3 temples, you are welcome to fellowship with us anytime we're having fellowship or service in there. So at the Faith Temple, on Wednesdays, we have an in-person service, which is called Faith Hour. Faith Hour, starting at 10 a.m. in the morning on Wednesdays. Then on Fridays, we have our Manifestation Half Night. Manifestation Half Night, starting at 9 p.m. But then the last weekend of every month, we have our Manifestation all-night service at the Dominion Temple at Dojum of the Shire Hills Akosombo Road. That is a full all-night service. And on the Saturday, we have a prayer and deliverance session. On the Sunday, we have our victory service over there. And on Sundays, we are blessed to have 2 services. So in the morning, we have victory service at the Faith Temple starting at 9 a.m. And then in the evening, we have another victory service at Ashiama, that is the Victory Temple. So you are always warmly welcome to join us at any of these temples to fellowship on these days. And on PCTV, we have programs lined up. So from Mondays through to Fridays, we have a station hour, and we're honored to have our mom handling that session for us. So you meet her every 11 a.m. from Monday through to Friday. Then on Wednesdays in the evening at 7 p.m. is Exaltation Hour with our sister Irabi. Meet her for Exaltation Hour on Wednesdays. And on Thursdays, we have Inspirational Hour, which is hosted by our very own Pastor Jessie, where she brings you inspirational stories that will help you grow in your faith in God. And then on Sundays in the evening, as we have now, is the Health Talk Show that brings to you important information and gets you well educated about health issues. And not forgetting our Bible studies, which happens every Monday on PCTV at 7 p.m. So these are the programs lined up on PCTV, and then for the Promised Land Faith Ministries as well, in-person meetings, which I've earlier talked to you about. Okay, so today we're talking about cholera. Cholera. I believe most of us heard of the outbreak we had somewhere last year. Since September, there's been an outbreak of cholera, and we've recorded some deaths out of it, which shouldn't have been the case. So we have in the studios with us a nurse from Port Medical Center, and she's going to discuss this topic with us and give us information and insight into how to handle ourselves so as not to find ourselves wanting in these times. So without wasting much time, I would introduce our guest for tonight. Nurse Elfrida, you are welcome to Health Talk with
Thank you
PCTV.
so much. It's always been a pleasure to be at PCTV. PCTV is my home, so it's my pleasure to always be here.
Thank you for accepting our invitation.
Thank
On
you
behalf
so
of
much.
before we even go, on behalf of our mom, you are warmly welcome, and thank you
Thank
for
you.
accepting this invitation.
Thank you so much.
It's good to have you back on the show. We hope we're going to have an exciting time on the show. Yeah.
Sure.
So I recall September last year we had an outbreak in some regions in the country, and we recorded some deaths. I think about 14 deaths or so.
Yeah.
In December. Then somewhere along the line, I think vaccines were also dispatched to these areas.
Yeah.
So can you tell us about cholera and then the risk that it poses to us?
Okay. So cholera is a very dangerous infection, but I think that most of us don't see it to be something very dangerous. Yes. So it is an infection of the intestines, especially the small intestine. And this happens when you take food or water contaminated with the bacteria called Vibrio cholera. That's the bacteria that causes cholera. So if you take any food, water that is contaminated with that particular bacteria, you can be infected with cholera. And then that bacteria is very stubborn, that as soon as you take a food that is contaminated with it, within 2 hours, by 5 days, 2 hours to 5 days, you have started exhibiting the signs and symptoms of cholera.
That's very quick.
Very quick. 2 hours to 5 days, you start exhibiting the signs and symptoms of cholera. So people are predisposed to this cholera, especially areas that the sanitations are poor.
Okay.
Areas that there is no place where you can dump your refuse, areas that there is no toilet facilities, areas that there is no potable water facilities.
Okay.
These areas, especially the rural areas, are more prone to having this cholera. Okay. Even in Accra, some part of Accra has that issue.
Yeah.
Yes, because there are some areas that do not have toilet facilities. So the people are forced to do free-range defecation. When I say free-range defecation, is when, let's say, someone will just go to the seaside or find a canal and just defecate and leave it and go. So when you go and defecate at somebody's house at the seaside and you leave it and go, flies settle on it. They come back to our houses and they start feeding on our food and infecting our food with the Vibrio cholera, then we tend to have the signs and symptoms of cholera and all of that. Yes.
Okay, so what are some of these signs and symptoms? I said is within a short time you start manifesting those things within 2 to 5 hours.
2 hours to 5 days.
2 hours to 5 days.
Yes.
Okay.
So as soon as the food enters your body, by 2 hours it has digested, and if it has the cholera infection, the bacteria inside, then it progresses, and within 5 days you have started exhibiting the signs and symptoms of cholera. And then this starts with you start having an abdominal cramps.
Okay.
Then followed from the abdominal cramps, then you start having diarrhea. So when the initial diarrhea starts like an acute diarrhea, so it wouldn't be very severe. Some people will just go to the pharmacy and get a normal medication to take. But because it is cholera, if the right medication is not given to you, the diarrhea will not stop. So then it persists and it moves on to a chronic diarrhea, becomes very severe. Your stool, which is your toilet, become watery, very watery, and it will get to a time there wouldn't be any odor. It will become odorless, like it becomes watery and it becomes odorless. Whilst these things are going on, you will also be having countless vomiting.
Okay.
So this would have to push you to come to the hospital. But if you do not come to the hospital and you stay home, the diarrhea, yes, the diarrhea continues, the vomiting continues, And when all these things go on, you become dehydrated. When you become dehydrated, your temperature will start going high, low, your BPs will start going low. When all this cardinal signs start showing, and you don't go to the hospital and you are still in the house, you can go into hypovolemic shock.
Please break it down for us.
Yes. When I say hypovolemic shock, this is something that occurs when you are dehydrated, especially when you vomit and you pass to watery stool for a long time without seeking for any treatment. So you become dehydrated to the extent that you go into that kind of shock.
Okay.
Like sort of like you can collapse.
So it means the body has lost too much water.
Yeah, too much water as it's supposed to lose. So you go into hypovolemic shock. And then in this state, you have to be rushed to the hospital for us to start treatment. But if it doesn't happen like that, the person can go into loss of consciousness. Yes, the person can go into loss of consciousness. And you know, if somebody goes into loss of consciousness, then it's leading to something else. So we always advise that as soon as you start having diarrhea stools and vomiting follows, you just don't go to the pharmacy to go and buy any medication treating it. Just come straight to the hospital so that we take you through the treatment, then you get well. If not, you'll be sitting in the house and taking all other medication and you're not going to see any improvement
in there.
Yes.
But then someone could say, I'll explain the symptoms to the pharmacist and they can tell it's cholera, so, and then provide me with the necessary medication.
Yes, sometimes they can provide it, but with somebody that is vomiting and then passing loose stools, you can give the person ORS to go and drink, or zinc tablets, which are some of the treatments for cholera, to go and drink. If the person is vomiting continuously, if this person takes the ORS and zinc, the person will just vomit it out. And
so the medication doesn't stay in there to treat.
Yes. So if this kind of person comes to the hospital, we start with intravenous treatment.
Okay.
Till the person is able to tolerate the oral treatment. So when you come to the hospital and you are vomiting, you are passing loose stools, and you cannot tolerate the oral medications, we don't give, because when we start giving you the oral medication, you will vomit it out and will do nothing. It will not treat anything. So we start with the IV intravenous medication. We do the antibiotics, we do the oral, we do the ringers. We have an infusion called 541 and we have some called diarrhea infusions. So we give that to rehydrate you. So when we start doing all those IVs and everything, it makes you strong to an extent that the vomiting would stop. There we can introduce the oral medication to you. But when you go to the pharmacy and you buy, you can explain and the person will give you the medication exactly as cholera is supposed to be treated. But because you are vomiting, you will take it and go and vomit everything else and it wouldn't do any work.
Okay. I was going to ask about the hydration. So someone will say, okay, because I'm losing water through stool, then I might as well be taking in a lot of water to hydrate myself.
So you can take a lot of water, but the thing is you are vomiting.
So it doesn't stay in there.
So you take the water and you would vomit. So the best thing is to come to the hospital. Let's start the treatment intravenously, and with time you recover and you start taking the orals, then you start taking the water to hydrate yourself. As at that time, when you start taking the water, you wouldn't feel like you want to vomit or anything, because you have been given the antibiotic and other treatment that would help solve the cholera.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Thank you so much. So viewers, if you are now joining us, this is Health Talk, and the topic for discussion this evening is cholera. So please kindly click on the share button and share with others. And then you can also let me know you are listening or watching by typing "He is God, He can do all things," and we'll know you are there. We'll will hello at you. So we'll continue with the discussion. And please, I would like us to, I know we started off with English, I would like us to mix it a bit with the tree so that others too can benefit from the discussion.
Okay.
So I'll let you go back a little and then explain the cholera and then the risk factors in tree, yes. Just briefly, then we can continue with the discussion.
Okay. It wouldn't be very fluent though, but
No
I
problem.
hope it would be understandable.
Sure.
And the cholera Arabia is uyem. And the bacteria. What's the name of bacteria in tree?
Please don't ask me. I'm not the best person to answer that.
Bacteria, okay. Bacteria will be more nkete. Okay. And the imwebia eya once na se obi kodwanan egu abonten na once na ebesi so na esi wedruane so na wodi edwan kanisha na se bibi na wodi edruane na edruane no round mo a 2 hours ko si 5 days na enum obehu se obe start cholera signs and symptoms no be start show your body na the ibema we hu se wenya cholera ne se mfitiase ne start se uyase kikao uyem cow obehwe na wo ko toilet afi de toilet na be start kakra afi de bedru baby na afi de aye o ko bebre na aye nsuo nso obo se o ko saa no na wo fenso afi de bedru baby toilet no o kokra o nte se ebon te se toilet unte she se ebon te se toilet and the saa no obo se why better ebedru baby na untumi nya hwe na why emre na untumi nya hwe eyesa me nko pharmacy so koto edwobra hospital na ebe akọ pharmacy no ma wedra edro no meni a because say o fe no o meni a oba fiegu ba oba hospital a ye be ma wo ndra e be fa wuntin no sa edro no ye do fa wuntin no a ebe boa na efie ne toilet na akọ yes enti akọ fam a ho ne ye be ma wo nia wo be meni no na amount at all.
Okay, thank you so
I've done
much.
well,
yes, you've done so well, more than I would have done. Thank you. Yeah. So you mentioned that the houseflies, after going on the feces and then moving to our food. So is there any other means aside the feces? Can the bacteria be anywhere that we can easily pick, or it's only through that means?
Okay, so the transmission method, there is fecal-oral, that's from feces, and then there is direct. Okay. The direct is when you are eating food that is contaminated with the bacteria. So this is when the food, especially the vegetables and then the fruit,
okay,
where it is grown, some of them, they don't use good water. They use contaminated waters that and they use them to water it. So and then it takes, when they bring it from the villages and all of that, it passes through process that we don't know.
Okay.
So with the direct contact, you buying the vegetables like that and you just eat it without properly washing it, you can be infected with that. And some people would not, especially the people who sell in the market and all of that, they are touching their vegetables, they are touching like the things they are selling, and then when they are coming to eat, instead of washing their hands, they will not. They will eat like that, and the bacteria in your hands, it's not only cholera bacteria. There are lots of, yes, all mixed together. You eat into your tummy, then you start exhibiting cholera symptoms and even other symptoms.
Okay. So you're saying, your mommy more just so no.
Sure.
They also have to be very careful,
yes,
because they keep touching. Almost so nyama musa e ba so be didi a on ro ne nsa eno ane say or the paper ni ntumi mu a
yeah no didi eduana ankasa no o didi na obi beto ade a obeje esi ho no no aton ade no enti oton ade ni wie a obesa ba be fa eduane whether our house fly has settled on it
or not,
whether whatever thing that has settled on it, no, she doesn't care. She finished selling, she just comes to take it with the same hands that she has sold with then she starts eating.
Eating. So now we've this one touched about those working in the market. What about homes and in the offices?
Yes. So our homes and then the offices, we have to always practice hand washing. You know, in health profession, we wash our hands a lot. Everything we do, we wash our hands. Every single thing we do, we wash our hands. Even in the offices, where you sit behind your desk and everything, you have to wash your hands, because somebody will come and sit by your desk and talk to you. Somebody will come and take your pen and write with the person. You don't know where the person is coming from. You don't know whether the person has washed their hands. You don't know what the person has touched. And the person will come and use something that be your pen, any other thing that you will touch, that the person will touch, and you also touch it. Then you are coming to eat, or you are coming to snack or something, you don't wash your hands. You are contaminating yourself. If the person has touched anything that is contaminated with the cholera bacteria, then you are likely to contract it if you don't wash your hands.
Okay. Thank you. I see Fave Empress on the program. Thank you, Fave Empress. Thank you for joining us. We're glad to have you. Kindly keep liking and then sharing for others to also join in on the call. So continuing with this, you mentioned without properly washing the vegetables and the fruits. How do we properly wash? Because we often say, okay, me the goose you wanna me ye finish you no and ma and a running tap ma ni. How do we properly wash our fruits and vegetables before ingesting them?
Yes, so the fruit and vegetable, you have to use, if you have vinegar. Some people don't have access to vinegar. Some people don't even know what vinegar is. But then salt is our household something. Salt there, wherever place you have, you use salt to cook. So if you don't have vinegar, concentrated salt solution, first use it to wash your vegetables before you eat, because that will also help with killing the bacteria that yes. And even with drinking water in our house these days, even when you open the tap, sometimes the water that comes from it is dirty. Then you are wondering, how come pipe 2 is dirty? Like, so these days it's not even safe to be drinking pipe
directly from the tap.
Yes. So if you are not sure of the source of water, where the water is coming from, it's always advisable that if you want to drink, you can't, let's say you can't afford sachet water or bottled water. Yes, I would advise that when you ubie pipe try to boil it. Boil it mani pa afide hu a na wakata so esi ho no wakata so a bo se
yesu si ho
kata so si ho ubie so si wa obeba na boiling na wa ye no cause 90 boiling one year boiling the crank ye kata so si ho no na enjo. After that you can sometimes to bon say it will settle. Then you would see some dirt under the water.
The water is true.
Yes, under the water. So you can then pour it into another container and cover it. Then you can drink it. But drinking directly from the pipe too, it's not really safe. Yes. So if you can afford sachet water, the best thing is just boil the pipe water and you are good to go.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much. Viewers, I believe we are learning a lot today. You don't want cholera entering your homes. Before you try looking out for vaccine, I think they've started vaccinating those areas that were affected.
Yes.
We shouldn't wait to get there. You shouldn't wait to get there. Today we are being educated. So let's start now. Properly cleaning our foods, cleaning our environment. Make sure our environments are clean so that we rid ourselves of these bacteria. I would like us to go on a very quick commercial break and take a message from our sponsors. So as we go on that break, you can kindly alert your friends and family on Facebook, on WhatsApp, or give them a call and tell them that, hey, there's this important information out there. You need to log on, share the link with them. And I believe afterwards, they'll say a very big thank you for doing that. So stay tuned. Don't go away. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
Hello everyone. Lighters Media would like to take this opportunity to congratulate PCTV on the occasion of your 1-year anniversary. It's been an awesome moment working with you all to bring this dream into a reality. We are exceptionally thrilled at how far you have come within this short time. We continue to wish you great success in the years ahead, and we look forward to seeing what the future definitely holds for your station and all your sponsors. Once again, congratulations and happy anniversary.
PCTV, it is 1 year. Hooray! I want to thank God for His goodness, for His grace, and for His mercies. Thanking PCTV for all they've done for Benbeni Travel. PCTV has taken Benbeni to another level. So as we celebrate 1 year, I want to say a big thank you to the Apostle Benis, to the whole team at PCTV. We appreciate you all for the good works. God bless you all. Happy anniversary. Happy anniversary.
Priscilla Amadazi, CEO of Prison Logistics. I wish PCTV a happy 1-year anniversary. Please subscribe to PCTV on Facebook, PCTV Twitter, PCTV on TikTok, and your life will never be the same. He is God. He can do all things. Bye-bye.
Decovers has never regretted joining PCTV. It's been so impactful and inspiring. Like, share, and subscribe, and your business will grow from glory to glory. PCTV, Aiko, bravo. Decovers, say it all with flowers. Thank you.
Hi everyone, Promise TV is a year old. Hooray!
We are celebrating a year's anniversary full of educative programs, spiritual songs, inspirational words, and great concern for the health and welfare of both viewers and sponsors to this TV, and it shows.
E-Fashion wishes you a prosperous anniversary and more wonderful seasons and moments in the years to come. Yedamwasi.
Nyami Shramo.
Hi, this is Ken, CEO for Kenley Company Limited. I wish all the PCTV happy 1-year anniversary. Special goes to my mom, Miss Benis Ajima Prempe. May God bless you. Your dreams come true.
Hello, beautiful people of God. My name is Mr. Bright Zobi. I wish PCTV a very happy 1-year anniversary celebration. I want to use this opportunity to say a big thank you to God Almighty for His faithfulness and kindness over this 1-year period. Apostle Mrs. Ajimai Prempe, God bless you and the entire PCTV media team for availing yourself for God to use in this end time. To the general public, I urge you that you like, subscribe, and share the PCTV channel, and your life will never be the same. He is God. He can do all things. Fire here, fire there, fire everywhere. God bless you.
Hello, welcome back, lovely viewers. So this is Health Talk on PCTV, that is Promise City TV, and I would like to make you note this. So Promise Land Faith Ministries, which is the mother ministry of Promise City TV is having a 21 days fasting and prayers, which is starting tomorrow, 13th January, up onto 2nd February. So 13th tomorrow through to 2nd February at the Faith Temple at Community 1 behind the Coil Filling Station. We are meeting each evening at 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. each night, excluding weekends. Excluding weekends. It's going to be a wonderful and a powerful time in God's presence. Let's come. So wherever you are in Tema, you can always pass through and join us. After working hours, 6 p.m., you can join us to pray for 2 hours as we go into the year 2025. So you are all welcome to join our Mother Apostle, Mrs. Bernice Ajima Prempe, as she leads us in this 21 days fasting. Don't miss out. Okay, so continuing our discussion tonight on cholera, we've heard a lot about what it is, how it is transmitted, and how we can keep ourselves safe from this disease. We are going further into the discussion, and I have with me in the studio Nurse Elfrida from the Port Medical Center. So Nurse Frida, you've told us about how it's transmitted just before we went on that commercial break. So, and I think you've touched on the preventive measures as well. Are there any other ways that we can prevent this disease from spreading?
Yes. So other ways that we can prevent this disease from spreading is education, as I'm doing right now.
Okay.
Education. So if anybody doesn't understand how cholera is and how it's spread or anything, the hospital is always open. If you hear any outbreak of any disease, any infection or something, you can always walk into any hospital, talk to any nurse or a doctor, and will gladly explain everything to you. And then as I spoke about it earlier on, we have to wash our hands. Hand washing is the key. Cover our foods. Make sure we cover our food, because if you cook and then you say you want to leave it to get cold and you don't cover it, and flies, they settle on it and then they infect the food with the cholera bacteria, you're in trouble.
That's it.
We always have to try to warm our food. If you leave your food and the food goes cold, try as much as possible to warm it before you eat. If you buy any food stuff outside, especially the ones that we eat raw, the ones that we don't have to take it through any cooking process, we always have to try to wash it properly. As I said, with vinegar, if you can't get access to vinegar, with salt, which is always the
salt
best.
is common.
Yes, that one there you can get it everywhere. We should try to cook our food very well, especially the meats we buy in the market or not, because sometimes you go to the market, you go to where they sell the meat, and the meat is not covered. Everywhere. It's exposed, and as you are buying, you are physically seeing there are big flies
all around,
but you still buy it. Because I've not seen any place they sell meats that the meats are covered. Have you seen any?
I don't.
Yes. So you go there and you see the flies, the big ones.
For the open markets.
Yeah, the open market, like big ones. You still buy it. When you get to the house, try to wash it with salt. Wash it very well. Some people will even wash it with salt and go ahead to use lime.
Lime, yeah.
Yes, it's also very good. It's also very good. But I would rather you wash it with salt before you introduce the lime to it. Okay. After all that, then you can cook it. And cooking it too, cook it well. Cooking
it well
before you start eating it. To
ensure your meat is well cooked.
Yeah. Before you start eating it, and this will help us to prevent cholera as much as possible. The market women, please, I just advise them that they should try to wash their hands when they are eating in the market. After you sell for somebody, try to wash your hands. If possible, there should be a sanitizer in your bag. If you are somebody who sells in the market, at least there should be a sanitizer in your bag. Whilst you sell, you sanitize your hand. You sell, you sanitize. But if you are after sanitizing your hands and you want to eat, still wash your hands, because even if you sanitize your hands, you'll be touching your you can still touch the food, touching your body, touching your hands, which might be also contaminated. So if you are ready to eat, wash your hands. If possible, with the market women, if they can even contribute and get themselves a Veronica bucket where everybody can wash their hands if possible. I think some markets, when you go there, they have a Veronica bucket.
Okay.
Some, so that they can use it to wash their hands. Yes, when needed. Some do, some do not.
Okay.
Yeah, but it will be a very good thing for the market women to get themselves a Veronica bucket that will help them to wash their hands anytime they want to wash their hands. And this will also help us, the market, everybody, because everybody buys in the market.
Yeah, we all do.
Everybody buys, and it's going to help us, the market women, and everybody as a whole to try to stop cholera.
Okay, and be safe as well.
Yes.
Near sister can say, Yambo Modia say, a bribiara no, Yabero yensa. Yadi Yasaki Kanyama would dream, and you say, do so be the Diana, on Saturday Drianim. As much as possible, so be to me a war hand sanitizer. Now the sanitizer on Sakaka, and now so say, Basso be the dear or bessere, say young pro yensa and sana. ADD. I think I've done what I said, translate.
Yes, I think it should be translated.
Okay. For those who might have just joined the call, what are some of the treatment options available? Should someone be infected with the bacteria and already exhibiting these signs and symptoms of cholera infection?
Okay, usually when the main treatment is the oral rehydration solution, that's the ORS.
Okay.
The zinc tablet. And by antibiotic, like sometimes tetracycline, sometimes doxycycline, all these things can help, but sometimes some people react to others.
Okay.
So what you don't react, tetracycline, doxycycline, or ciproflagyl, all those can be used. But if you react to any of them, it might not be given to you. You know,
how would they know they react?
That is why you have to come to the hospital.
Because not many people know what they are allergic to.
Yes, that is why you have to come to the hospital. Because some people react to some medication. If somebody is GCPD deficient, they are not supposed to take some medications. So if you don't know, some people do not even know their blood group.
No.
Some don't even know they are sickling. They don't know anything about themselves. They are just there. So these people, you just walk to a pharmacy, whereby the pharmacist doesn't also know that you react to a particular drug or something. The pharmacist doesn't know. Only the only man say cholera, and so you make sure bema zinc tablet. No amount ORS, or bema ibia flagyl, and now cipro, or bema tetracycline, and doxycycline, or bema would be a mubia. And one and so shall the oil available honum antibiotics in there air available honum no fat no the amount
as to whether you react to it or not.
He doesn't know. It's not like infano. He doesn't know
because you can't tell by appearance.
He doesn't know, so you can't tell by appearance. Now otona the coffee na reaction about I think I'll be in Mikaba Hospital. Why don't you come to the hospital? Let's start taking care of you. Let's do all those things. Then we don't give you anything that might actually trigger something else. Now we are trying to cure you from something else. Then
and
another
complication.
Yes. So it will be best to come to the hospital. Yes, and if you know all these things about yourself, about your sickling, your blood group, your GCPD, and all of that. It will help you so that you know the kind of medications to choose. Because when you do all these tests and you know, sometimes we educate you on the things you should do, the medications you should take and not. Even you yourself, when you get to know, you can go online, read
about it.
Yes, read a lot about it, so that you don't do anything contrary to what you are allergic to, or contrary to what your condition would not allow you to, so that you don't get any complications that will be a problem to you. You get it. So it will always be the best for you to know. So coming to the hospital is the best.
It's
And
the
I would
best way
advise
out.
that any individual should try to know their cycling, should try to know their blood group, should try to know their GCPD. All these things are key things that if you know, you will not go and stand at the pharmacy and go and buy any medications that will cause you problem. You are very aware of yourself. Even with those, there are some particular foods that are not good for them. There are some particular foods that are not good for them. If they eat it, it gives them a lot of problem, but they've not noticed because they don't know.
They don't know about it.
Yes, but if you know, you read about it, you will not go to that food, you will not go closer to, you will not even eat that food to cause you that problem. Yes, so that is why it's always good to come to the hospital. Safest side, then we start the treatment and go into the pharmacy to buy, because I know he knows the medication, he will give it to you, but does he know whether you are allergic
to this or not?
Yes.
And should there be any complications, you are not with him there, but you in the hospital, you can quickly see that
Yes,
this person is reacting, let's change the drug.
Let's give something that will stop the reaction immediately. Then we try to find out what is causing it, then we solve it immediately before any other thing. But because see what fear before I overfare papa na anybody to bring you to the hospital, maybe it has gotten to a stage that maybe any crap. Yeah, so it will be best.
Please don't risk your life.
It will be very best to come.
Don't risk your life.
Because even normal diarrhea without even vomiting, like normal diarrhea that is not a cholera diarrhea, that you are not even vomiting but just passing loose too, is not a joke. Because even if you go like 3 times, you start feeling weak. So you can just imagine if somebody is having a severe diarrhea with watery stools and vomiting
at the same time.
The person will just be very weak. And if there is nobody closer to the person can't even move, and the person can just go into a shock. And before somebody will come around to come and see that, hey, it's
pass out through that.
Yes. So we just have to be very careful. Very, 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 very careful.
So please report to the clinic. Don't sit with it. We keep saying this here. Men train so and I will share some nebesia quafa. Yes, Remo. Onye doctor. Men train so. Who signs and symptoms in be out. They call say no. Ever shamo senya no so a. Ade kura ye wono. On me share a sisiamo. Into yes, Remo P. So for someone, we are almost wrapping up. I'm home with someone who has been possibly affected with cholera. How do I handle the person, and how do I also take care of myself so that I don't get infected?
Okay, in cases like that, you have to isolate the person.
Okay.
Like if you have a separate room, you have to put the person there, because where the person is passing the stools, no one else is supposed to go there. Because if the person passes the stool and is not well cleaned, and you go and pass the stool also, and you touch anything that the stool has infected, and you don't properly wash your hands or anything,
you could
yes. So the person should be isolated, and wherever place the person will be isolated to. The room has to be clean like every day. The toilet has to be clean, the handles, anything that you can touch.
Yeah.
Yes, has to be clean.
Very clean.
Yes, and the person has to be advised to wash their hands anytime the person visits the washroom. The person has to be advised to wash their hands. The room has to, because if the rooms and all surfaces are not clean like every day, the person will be reinfecting herself. Because being isolated, she's the only one using the place. So if you say she's the only one using the place and you've isolated and nobody goes there to clean the surfaces, the toilets and everything, and she's using the place and she's touching things and touching her food and all of that, she'll be there for a long time. Yes, so as the person is isolated and the person is on treatment, somebody would like to call the doctors or nurses into their house, because they can afford to call doctors and nurses to their house to do the treatment for them. Fine. You isolate the person. You make sure that the person is educated on how to wash their hands, any food given to the patient should be very warm, wash their hands. The room of the person should be clean like every day. We wait to me twice a day will be best. The surfaces should be clean. The person should, so that the person wouldn't reinfect him or herself. So that
and also ensure that it's not transmitted to clean people.
Yes,
in the house.
yes. We should also learn to wash our hands with soap and water, because sometimes in the house, you are in your house, you go to toilet and you don't see the need to wash your hands. Yes, sometimes it's yes, sometimes it's I can go and use the wash, especially at night. Especially at night, like I'm sleeping in the evening, like
and you wake up to pee,
and I wake up to pee.
When you're done, you just go straight back to bed.
Because as soon as water touches your hand, in that you know, so you, I don't know, oko washroom na kasano. Now kata oda. You this mistake now be when you bet it oko down to me in the view. You know, but as much as possible. So if you can't wash, use sanitizer and all of that, because especially if you're not the only one using it, you don't know what the person has touched. Okoda now on Sanam we name now on Sanam one no now you don't know. You know, we are introducing it as much as possible. Let's try that. Myself, I would also try to do that, because I know that particular thing is a very difficult thing to do. Yes.
I've taken the advice. I also do my possible best to do that. Oh. So soon our time is almost up, but I've really enjoyed this discussion, and I've learned a lot. I believe you out there too, you've also learned a lot from today's discussion. We have a few minutes to go, so if you have any question, you can put it in the comment section, and Ness is ready to answer your questions or your concerns for you. Please, any last words for us, last advice, any take-home message for us as we leave the call?
Okay, the take-home message that I'll give everyone is, let's try to wash our hands, everything that we do. Eating, going to town, maybe I'll be whether you are using the washroom, you went to buy something, let's try to wash our hands, because it's not really safe out there. So let hand washing be our priority. Let's wash our hands in everywhere that we go and everything that we do. And then with our fruit and vegetables and our food, let's try to properly wash them. As I've said, you can use vinegar, you can use salt, and you can even add lime to it to clean it and make sure it is clean before you eat it directly, or even if you want to cook it, before you cook it. And then waters, to make sure that if you are not sure of where the water is coming from, even if you are sure and it's even coming from the tap, please make sure you boil it very well before you drink it or use it to do anything. Please boil it very well before you use it. It is going to help all of us to eradicate cholera, so that you'll be free from cholera, because the cholera can affect you, can affect me, can affect any of your family member. If you bring fruits to the house and you don't wash it well, you will eat, your husband will eat, your children will eat, so you can just imagine. So let's wash our hands well, let's wash our food, and let's cover our food. When you finish cooking your food, please, even if it's in your room, please try as much as possible to cover, because sometimes there will be one stubborn fly
you don't know where it's coming from.
You don't know where it has gone to settle, or what it has gone to settle, and before you would see this fly, you've opened your food, and if it's not warmed and you eat it like that, you can imagine you'll be exposed to cholera. So please, let's try as much as possible to save ourselves and our family. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Elfrida Bokiti. Thank you for joining us on the show and this insightful information given to us today. I believe from now, at least all of us on the call, or whoever listened to this later, you've been well equipped with information to help us all in our own homes, in our own small ways, help eradicate cholera from our communities and Ghana as a whole, because it was too sad to see people die out of cholera. It was too sad to hear that in December when we should all be enjoying our Christmas, we having news of an outbreak of cholera, and it didn't help. So please, let's be each other's keeper. Keep our environments clean as much as possible. And try to be washing your hands too frequently, as our sister has told us this evening. And let's teach the younger ones to do same. And mami so mo odwa so no nso e besre say abrevia no be bomodi ahohoro wonsa say wunya nsuo frequently so be ho nsa sanitizer na nso yes sister ma ye hu say so be dididi a bomodi a say obenya nsuo ni sem na e de ahoro nsa ansa na wodi nsa to edwan wedi na edua no nso so de bia yemwa so. Don't leave your food open, whether in your home or outside your home. Don't think because you're in your home eating and the house flies in me. You can't really tell. Sometimes you're in your kitchen before you realize there's a fly all over the place and you can't tell where it's coming from. So please, let's try and keep our food safe. And the fruits and vegetables, we've been encouraging that we eat them, but that one too comes with a concern. Make sure it is properly washed. If you don't have vinegar available, just use salt water, concentrated salt water, to wash your fruits and vegetables before you use them. And make sure your food is always warm before you eat. So these have been the take-home messages or keynotes from our discussion today on cholera and how to prevent it and keep ourselves and our families safe. And before we sign off, I would like to appreciate our sponsors. And if you would want to be part of our sponsors, please call 0243-804676 to be part of our sponsors and have your business or your programs or any other thing advertised on PCTV. Kindly call the number on your screen. That is 0243-804676. And there will be someone to discuss the sponsorship terms with you or advertising terms with you. So to touch on our sponsors, we have Ben Travel Consult, and they handle travel issues and documentations. If you don't have a passport 2025, please run to them or call the numbers showing on your screen and they will help you to acquire a passport ASAP. Before your word comes that you have to travel, so please get a passport. You can't travel without a passport outside the borders of Ghana, please, so get one. Then we have Lighters Media. You can reach them on 0548-179863 or 0577-179863. And if you have anything you want to do concerning graphical designs, media, photography or videography, this year you having any events that you need these services, they are just a call away. And we also have ABBA Partners, one of our major sponsors, ABBA Partners, and they are also the key sponsors of Your Salvation Is Now Crusade. And so you can call the numbers on your screen to be part of this partnership or to support them or to be part of the Your Salvation Is Now Crusade. I'm sure in a few months to come, we'll have our first crusade for this year. And trust me, it's a crusade that you don't want to miss out. You don't want to miss out. Our mother would announce to us or tell us when the Salvation Is Now Crusade train will be moving and to which town, so that you can join us there. We also have a Hemco Enterprise who deals in drinks and water. So if you have any event that you need any of these to be supplied to you, you can locate Hemco Enterprise at Tema Community 2 and also at Dowenya. And you can call them on the numbers on your screen to make an arrangement to meet or have them send the items to you. We also have Rope Automations, and they deal in roofing and block making machines, construction, batch planting, whether it's installation or servicing or modification of any machine at all. You can give them a call or visit their premises at Ajinkotoku. That is Amasama Ajinkotoku, and you can talk to them there. We also have Prissy Logistics that deals in general clearing of goods and services, whether import or export or freight management. They also do deal with door-to-door services. So you can call them on the numbers on your screen to discuss any of the services they offer. And then Kenley Company, and they are located opposite the Tema Stadium. They are opposite the Tema Stadium. They are into buying and selling of new or used furniture. It could be dining sets, tables, it could be office furniture. Whatever it is, as they've listed there, you can contact them and discuss those things with them. Then we have eFashion and Boutique. They handle unisex attire. So whether male or female attire, they will be ready to handle that for you, for both adults and kids. They are at Community 1, adjacent the police station. And you can call them on the numbers on your screen, or even visit their shop at Tema Community 1. Then last but not the least, we have Decovas Enterprise. Decovas Enterprise, who deals in all kinds of decor. So whether it's a party for your kids, friends party, a business party, you want to renovate your office, have a new decor in there, weddings, outdoor rings, you name them, any event at all, they'll be there to sort you out. So you can call them on the numbers on your screen, and they are located at Community 2 opposite the post office. All right, so there you have it, our sponsors for our show. And as I mentioned earlier, if you want to advertise your business or your product, or want to be a sponsor of PCTV, kindly call us on 0243 804676. The numbers are on your screen. Take note of it and you can call us, and we'll be there to address your sponsorship for you. Once again, thank you, and it's been an honor having you on the first episode of Health Talk Show in 2025. I hope to see you same time next week. It's bye for now.
Let's learn something here. I honor and glorify him who lives forever. His dominion is external dominion. His kingdom endures
from generation
to generation. Another generation is coming after us. The kingdom of God will continue. Now he never goes to say, hey, see Kajakofi. You watch my prepare wabaya. I hear be brabetam. Nansoso. Mi wa hinie bia ala pahata. Meka wasra hinie no. Meka Kristo ahinie. Mi wa hinie bia. Obeto ni no watoto Kristo ahinie. Ebisa ya hinie entam na ya hinie tuoda. Na what beto mi akwa hinie nim no. Woni ahobrasia, they can never enter into the kingdom of God. See, heaven, without humility and obedience, there is no way you can enter into the kingdom of God, because disobedience is a sin. Now, disobey God, you are rejected. Instead, you feel say, I am rejected. Check your life. Ebi ahomaso bi wo ho, ebi ahanta bi wo ho. Ano nyame amo aboafo nyana aka oma no atom. And obetumi asesa. The same God who restored King Nebuchadnezzar is still in the miracle business.